someone still alive.
Over there.
Hello? Hello? It's okay. We're gonna...
Lights off! They're coming!
Run like hell!
Hey guys, what's happening? Nihat here with Film Comics Explained, and as requested, today we'll be taking a look at the witch featured in the Left 4 Dead series. In the games, it's explained that a previously unknown virus known as the Green Flu had begun transforming those it corrupted into homicidal zombies known as the Infected. I already have a pretty comprehensive video covering the Green Flu virus, which I'll leave links to below, but suffice to say that Green Flu would affect each individual differently based on their body size and psychological temperament. For example, the Boomers were believed to be obese individuals whose infected blood now produced acid that they could hurl at opponents, while the Tanks were likely enormous gym junkies on steroids, which, upon mixing with the virus, turned them into hulking rage machines.
Reloading. Let's go, on your feet, let's go.
With that in mind, the Witch was a special infected type that had also been altered due to Green Flu. Throughout the games, the Witch can be found on each level as a character that resembled a thin, emaciated looking woman that was in distress. Often found sulking and crying on her own, the Witch was a rare but formidable infected variant who lay dormant until she was startled by loud noises, bright lights, or survivors that stood too close. If left alone, the Witch would not chase or attack a party, but if she were disturbed, she had the ability to incapacitate and even kill people with her freakishly long nails with 1 to a few hits. The appearance of the Witch was that of a young woman that had not eaten in a long time, with pale skin, shoulder-length platinum hair, sunken red eyes, and a bloody mouth full of sharp teeth. Though there were a few variations like the bride, the woman was often found in a white tank top and underwear, and like most of the other infected, she didn't wear any shoes. Her choice of attire when compared to the other infected potentially indicates that she had a raised body temperature due to a super fever caused by the Green Flu, and I believe that she'd essentially clawed most of the fabric off herself in an attempt to cool down. This fever would also explain her general sluggishness, irritability, and sensitivity to light. In an interview with the game developers, they also revealed that the Witch had a strange attraction to the smell of sugar, which explained why there was an unusually high number of them near the sugar mill in the Hard Rain campaign. This, I believe, was an attempt by the witches to feed themselves and provide the missing nutrients that had been drained by the virus. But, unfortunately, due to the mutation, their bodies could no longer process sugar, resigning them to an emaciated fate. As mentioned just before, the Witch would weep bitterly in isolation, alerting the survivors to her presence. When agitated, the Witch's cries became loud, terrifying shrieks. Once angered, she would move at incredible speed towards the player that woke her up, and once she reached her target, she was able to knock them down in a single punch or even eliminate them with a single blow when playing on expert difficulty. It's here that she would begin to use her razor-sharp claws to tear her hapless victims to shreds, only stopping if she was destroyed or if she eliminated the player. During the trial stages of the game, the Witch used to attack the entire team when she had been disturbed, and without the need for assistance from the Horde, she used to end the player campaigns within seconds, prompting the developers at Valve to ensure that she only attacked a single player at any given time. Like all of the other special infected types, the Witch had been heavily mutated by the Green Flu virus. The infection essentially granted her with superhuman strength, stamina, and health, and as the virus coursed through her veins, her fingers developed large claws that could facilitate her vicious attacks. One of the most hotly debated topics with regards to the Witch is why she would cry in isolation when every other infected variant would work together. One of the explanations provided by fans is that she was a mother that had lost her children. Another is that she had been stood up at a wedding, as seen with the Bride Witch, while some claim that she was aware of what she had become and would weep as a result of this. But upon looking at each iteration of the Witch, for me there seems to be a consistent recurring theme of pain and loss, which leads me to believe that all the witches were in some way or another mourning over something they held dearly. Some of them had lost partners, family, and their own children, while others were likely aware of the transformation that had taken over them. I believe that the anger and frustration caused by this, coupled with the heinous effects of the Green Flu virus, changed these damaged women into some of the most terrifying creatures featured throughout the game.
Barricade your homes. Avoid all contact with infected individuals. Wait for official instructions. Wait my ass.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Big thanks to all of you guys who requested we take a closer look at the witch featured in Left 4 Dead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and click the notification icon to stay up to date on all my content. And if there's anything else you'd like to request, please don't hesitate to ask. As always, it's been a pleasure. Nihat here with Film and Comics Explained. Thanks for stopping by.
Damn, that one was close.
Can you stop shooting me?
This is nothing.
Hey, sorry.
It'll be as good as new once I get you out.